Good morning, afternoon. So I'm just putting my PayPal account there. So if anybody wants to make a donation, I get more of it than if you give it to Google. Google takes 30%. Patreon takes 10%. So if anyone wants to make a donation, I'd appreciate it. And I will spend it. Now, Geek says when he comes over to Japan, we're going to go out drinking every day. But now I'm proving, gonna see. If I had a lot yesterday, and very dodgy. But if I drink the next day, because of age, your body can't really divulge it. Too good. So you got to take a break. This is why old men don't go on holiday to Spain. That's 10,000 yen. Got to pay the rent tomorrow probably. That's the rent. If anybody wants to send me $110, that's 10,000 yen. Or is it $90? $90 is 10,000 yen, I think, something like that. Because the dollar is getting strong again. Excuse me. So I ordered a beer, and about 5 minutes later I ordered the chicken, and I'm thinking, well, this fucking beer's taking some time. They decided in the kitchen to wait until the fucking chicken is done before they brought the beer. I don't like people making their fucking minds up about my food. They're not working. They're not walking about 50 meters to the fucking table. It's about 5 meters. The biggest restaurant in the world is in Iraq, well, was. I think 5,000 seats. They show food from other restaurants on this little television here. Wow. I won on the lotto 1,000 yen. Then I just bought lotto for today, which was 1,000 yen. Oh, 2 people turned up. Are they talkers or watchers or lookers or lurkers? Or are they like the German tribe of the old days, the berserkers? Oops, they soon went. Just going to get a toothpick. I'll be right back. Hello, worker or lurker, talker or moker. Four people, wow. Well, the ones, how are you? Who's in there? There's a biker. If you're a biker, is your furniture made of Formica? You see the story of the TikToker. This guy was a bit infatuated with it, so he turned up her house 4:30 in the morning with a fucking shotgun. Oh, how did I influence you? Please tell. Larry, you could try getting my name right. Oh, is that the joke? You're being funny. I get it. Bit of a dodgy name, Larry, innit? I think he's trying to insult me. But my mind is telling me L is no energy on the computer. I don't know. Have you spoke to me before? How did I tell me one thing? How it influenced you? Oh, really? Okay. I didn't know that. Oh, fuck, he's taking her. That'd be a blessing in fucking bringing mine. Can't. So I'm asking for money again. So yesterday I transferred a load of money from my. I transferred money from my. Because before I was using the money from gifts to pay the rent, but now I just let it build up, and it built up to about 70,000 yen. So I sent 60,000 into my cash-in. Hey, I'm not sure. I'm just thought I'd ask for some money so I can drink and eat. That's all. All that's on my mind at the moment is acquiring steel. And I don't want any cum on my chips, if you don't mind. Cum chips. Do you want some cum chips? I went to this Paki restaurant and they wrote on the top of the curry, "Thank you for coming." You remember that one? Oh, thank you for your come. Thank you for your coming. Cheers, geek. We got two people on here taking the piss, haven't we? Cheers, pal. Okay, so Geek has sent me some beer money. Who's going to send me some sex money for so I can go to Washland? Washland. I don't know. I've got 17,000 yen, something like that. Maybe. Well, there's two places. There's another place, and it's called Pink Salon, and I'm not sure how much that one is, or even if it's open to gaijin. Yeah, I like that guy. I met this American guy in where was it now? In town, and I think I was moving for something. I needed to go into this bathhouse, but she kept on saying, so the owner says, no, you can't come in because you're a guardian. And then he kept on saying, so he says, oh, I'm going back home next week. And so he let him in, he let him take part in the culture of bathing. And of course he wasn't going back to America, he just told. And then a few weeks later, he saw him in the street. He went. I thought that was a great story. No, when I went to Tokyo, there were Chinese there. They were on the streets, the Chinese. I'll have to ask my mate. Maybe he knows about it. He knows the ins and outs or something. How much it is? I did do a delivery on Uber, and the guy that shop said I could come back. So maybe I should go down to that shop. Maybe lay off the beer and pizzas for a few days. See if we can get a decent boner. They used to say it was about 30,000 yen, I think. Maybe in the olden days. 20,000, 30,000 yen. What was that money from? Oh, they fucking... I remember them doing this at this Gusto in town. It took him about fucking 15 minutes to sort all the fucking money out. I'm trying to have a drink. This cunt's rattling the fucking hear it. So I said to him, you fucking do that when there's no customers in. Cunt. It was a bit dodgy last night. The battery went dead. I had to call Jaff. I just looked at the battery now. Looks like I need to take it off to see what type it is. Now there was always a problem. The battery always fucking up. And then I bought a new battery, and I rather needed to call Jaff. But the last few months I've been calling him quite a bit. Just leaving the keys in just for a few minutes. It fucking kills it. But like I transferred that money, so I'm going to buy a few things. Also got the car test next month. And that's why I buy a lotto. What do you think, Geek? Are we going to get a third wave from the Omicron? Yeah, I've got a fucking few things to do. Oh. Yeah, you know, like someone's, oh, my friend is, I think he lived in, after he got kicked out of his country, lived in New Zealand. He says in New Zealand now they've got the toughest lockdown in the world. Niko, zanen. Hope that's not from my daughter. Well, try taking it again or go into business. Do you want to work for me? I was thinking of asking Moe to work for me to drive, but she's got a driving license. But like a lot of Japanese, they've got the driving license, but it's just on paper only. Yeah, you know, Moe's dad. Listen to this for a story. So when Moe went to university, as did her brother, and when Moe's dad retired early, he had to pay her university from his fucking retirement fund. Imagine that, getting hit with a bill just as you're retiring, and think, oh, I've got a lot of money here. Well, so he would have had to pay his son's university fee and the daughter's university fee, which could have been like 10 million yen. But because my daughter's smart, she got into a public university, and it's like half the price of a private university. So, if I ever get to England and get my retirement fund, there is a possibility I can pay my daughter's university fee. Yeah, and that'll make me happy. What did you do, Geek? Didn't you just do a few years at university or something, or you jacked in or something? No, it wasn't. It's the public universities. They charge less because you get in on merit and you're not bought in. Like some systems here, you go to the preschool and then you go all the way through to university. Yeah, how much is fucking those Ivy League schools? It's just so much money. You know, they were paying like $600,000 to get in through the back door. Oh, cool. That's so much to look forward to, gig, isn't it? And how much was it per year? You know, in England, it used to be fucking so cheap, or even free. It used to be free in England, university. I mean, I think you know, because I think in America, the kids that go to proper universities, they're pretty smart, aren't they? They work really hard to get into university. So I don't know, maybe I just wouldn't. Do they have to win that Rhodes Scholar? How long ago is that, Geek? That seems really fucking cheap, doesn't it? 3,000. That seems my type of fee. Was that a long time ago? What's so recent? Wow, that's fucking cheap, man. And was you studying history? There's three women opposite, and the hottest one is drinking beer. And drinking beer, and what you call them, a Sunday. Well, cool. Fucking history's interesting. Yeah, but I'm just thinking, if she has a shag, she might throw up because she's drinking like ice cream and chocolate brownie and custard and chocolate sauce. Shall I flip the screen? Let's move that out of the way. Exactly. Imagine going up from behind and you're playing with the tits, and then all the it's like you're making a machine. you're making an ice cream machine. You start playing with your tits, shagging her, then it all comes out. Fat man. Are you calling me fat? I will race you to the top of the station stairs. I might be fat, but I can still move. Oh, I read something. Weren't they taking a lot of money away from the local colleges, Geek? I saw something the other week. I think I like cheesecake and wine is okay, but Yeah, beer and ice cream. Yeah. Or chocolate fudge and wine. Not with beer though. You're asking for a multicoloured yawn there, aren't you? Hey, did you know, geek? Did you know that a lot of homos they go to Egypt? Apparently, that's where it's quite easy to get homosexual sex. It would appear so, wouldn't it? That's not very comradely. Yeah, yeah. I forget where I saw it, and then I know 3 people that they did their first stint of teaching in Egypt. 2 of them are teachers, one from England, one from America. One he used to be my really good mate, but he's definitely fucking homo. He's married, but he's definitely homo. And the other one just sounds like a homo, and a fat homo. And then the other one is from England, and he's a fucking weird kid. When we were growing up as kids, he was fucking weird. And he goes to Egypt every year for his holidays. And I was talking to his sister, and she said, "Oh, they love him there." Well, he's fucking probably giving the family lots of money to fuck their little kids. Yeah, so just watch out for these guys that have been teaching in Egypt. It's not all they've been doing. I saw a documentary on Egypt a few days ago, and they were discovering this tomb, and they were taking this tomb apart, and it was fucking interesting. And then right at the end, because they need to find something successful to get more money from the government, and then just at the end of this, as they were clearing up, they fucking found a massive new tomb, and it was quite interesting. And you know, these Egyptian scholars, I know they spoke quite good English. It was quite interesting. Yeah, I don't know where, a couple of years ago now, where I read it. I heard it's where they usually went for their first homosexual sex if they didn't go to Catholic school. Yeah, so probably they were not Catholics. Yeah, I don't know if you saw. Did they talk about that the other day? There was a young. Well, he's in his 50s now, and he said there were 3 teachers at this that were like fucking him over and beating him, and he got awarded £1.5 million. I think I'd spend a part of that money finding out where they lived, fucking capturing them and fucking torturing them. Well, they got the cheap pizza on again. The only problem, it's not very fucking good. Are you still there, geek? Oh, She's got a fat ass. Oh, big tits though, wow. Now then, will the other two talk about it while she goes for a cup of tea? Yeah, be careful, yeah, you might be getting bummed. Getting bummed in the, what do you call them? The pyramids. Did you... Oh, oh dear. Was his name Patrick Fitzgerald? Yeah, you told me a story about him a while ago, didn't you? What's this crazy woman doing here? Yeah, apparently, you know, the pyramids, they were like covered in a shiny limestone or something, but they were white. They were all white. So it must have been an amazing sight. Which newspaper was it? Well, so will that come up? Will that search come up? Gayest man in Ireland. The Irish. Oh, that's funny, that isn't it? The Irish Examiner. Well, fucking get in touch with them again, the fucking faggot. The Irish Examiner finds more gays. The Irish Examiner and its homosexual probes. Did you actually lend him money or something? Okay, cool. Is that on your mum's side or your dad's side? Get your granddad to give him a call. Is that your dad's brother or your mum's brother? But how did you? What did you have to? You sent it to Ireland. Okay, your mum to have a word with him. What is that? Is that one of those all-terrain vehicles? Oh, I see. Okay. Fucking cunt. Yeah, they're fucking dangerous, those things. They should be fitted with a roll bar without a fucking doubt. They just turn over too easy, because they're on terrain. Probably even an experienced driver can get into trouble with those. And deaths, yeah. That fucking crazy rock star nearly killed himself. I remember when in Sheffield it's very hilly, and when I was a telephone engineer, on some parts in especially in winter, they got the use of a jeep, but it's no fucking when you put it into 4-wheel drive. It's no fucking fun riding over those fucking hills. You know, the bumps and the fields and things like that. That's not a lot of fun. Same with the. Do you know what a rigid raider is? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like a forcer's boat, and it just rides over the top of the waves. But when you're in fucking when you're inside one of these boats, so fucking uncomfortable. Really fucking. You don't want to be in one of those for half an hour or 1 hour. Fucking so they just boom, 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 boom. I think that's what we had. We had a very old Land Rover at Telecom. Didn't they made a new Toyota? The Toyota had a similar one, and I think they remade it a few years ago. They did a new version of the old one. Toyota Land Cruiser. So the one that actually looked like a Range Rover. Yeah, but when you're fucking banging about inside one of those, it's not a lot of fun, is it? Well, the good thing, Geek, it's still sunny outside. My friend, he was looking at a Land Cruiser, but he just says they're fucking very easy, very uncomfortable. You feel as though you're gonna fucking roll it. So he got like a shorter based one. I can't remember what it's called now, but it's a really cool car. I thought I've done a video on it. I'm trying to think who was on this morning. Jason was on, but he was fixing his car. Then John Smith. Ed. Ed was saying soon it'd be no shirt weather. What's that? Well, I guess we're going to find out soon what's happening in Britain. There's no rules whatsoever from I think this Friday. That's strange. I'm getting pain in my right hand. Hope it's not a fucking heart attack. Usually starts in your arm, doesn't it, if you have a heart attack? This woman was leaning over there opposite to one, so I thought she was going to fart. Maybe she did. That was from the other day in the fucking noodle shop. So fucking stingy with the what do you call it? The noodles with the sauce and the meat and the cabbage. I caught that woman looking at me. Yakisoba, that's it. It wasn't very good at all. Fucking $6.50 as well, $6. Must be one of the cheapest meals to make. I think the fucking packet of noodles you get us in a small plastic packet, geek, and it's about they're about 25 yen. I think that beer's gone to her head. I should send her a glass of wine over. You know, like, because wine, the wine used to be like $1 here. And I just wonder, like, if you send over a glass of wine to a woman and it's like $1, are they happy to get a $1 glass of wine, or do they just think, you fucking cheapskate bastard? Oops, but I'm broadcasting it, am I? I can't. I heard them saying Manuki a bit, but it's just a bit too far away. Yeah, I didn't notice. I was just telling my best joke of the day, and I noticed no one was laughing. And then I realised, I think sometimes I get a warning and it says sign back into the system, and then the other one telltale sign is I see no comments, and then above at the top there's like, it says 3 people, it tells me how many people are watching. Oh dear, biker. Looks like that one beer's made her tired. You know, hello Tony. Is this Tony from the Middle East? She can come and finger me if she wants. Yeah, I think that one beer has got it's livening her up. Do I like Italian food? Of course, yeah. I don't think most people like Italian food, don't they? You know, lasagna. Let's get straight into it. Lasagna, pizza, spaghetti. Fucking lasagna's one of the best ones, isn't it? I'm getting the feeling he's going to want to sell me an Italian restaurant. I got a sick beard. Sometimes, I must admit, it's not very often I have sick in the beard. Thank you. You like to see that? The full glory, the dreadlocks. I might try getting myself a advertising job this summer. Go to a model agency. Okay then, send me $5. Insane in the membrane. But I think you've spelt membrane incorrectly. So another $5 for telling you how to spell it. Look, have I look like a sea captain? No, I can just put those. Just put those down there. Did you know there was these things in the Middle East where they were betting on what would happen in football games? And once someone got a message through to a well-known England player, and they said to him, "Can you kick the ball out of play in the first half? Just kick it out of play." He had no idea what it was about, and he did it. And someone was betting that this player would kick the ball out of play. And there was another one was there was someone called Firth, and he worked at this football ground. And what they said, that he fucking cut off the lights. It was a night game. He cut off the fucking lights. Someone paid him 500 quid. He cut off the lights, and it was in the newspaper. He was fired, of course. The fucking idiot. And his name was Firth. I can't remember his first name. Why is he with you? Is he young nooch? Now, when Tony, there is a guy from the Middle East. Oh, did he have a second name? Oh, he had a second name, didn't he? That guy from the Middle East, geek. Yeah, yesterday someone was talking to me about there's a new Bitcoin coming out. Yeah, Tony Montana, yeah, that's it. Yeah. I thought that might have been this Tony. Yeah, so they're trying to, I think they've more or less outlawed all those things from the Middle East. Apparently, I've been told they're making, the Bitcoin, or Ethereum, that was it, Ethereum, they're making an Ethereum 2. What's the best thing to do in Japan? Do weddings. Do weddings and get $150 for 30 minutes. Maybe you can. It's good. Well, it is for white people. It's good for meeting Japanese people, Japanese girls, US dollars. Well, when I was doing weddings, it was 78 yen. $1 was 78 yen. So I was getting about $10,000 a month for weddings. It was very good. Maybe I should get a new. I looked in Britain, geek. There are places, and they've got these second-hand. They've got these very, very, very fucking old bishop costumes, and it was 500 quid. So I was thinking of buying one of those actually. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, just doing gay weddings. You know, the teaching at the moment, you boy, I guess so. But teaching English, you'll get more customers. Japanese people should learn more Spanish because they're fucking shit at learning English, and Spanish is a lot easier for them to pronounce. So, my daughter, she did English and Spanish. But one of the biggest earners in Japan is teaching Japanese people how to dance. So you know the Spanish dancing and the Argentinian dancing, tango, and the one with the castanets in Spain. They charge a fucking arm and a leg. They charge like $30-40 a lesson, or 3,000, 4,000 yen. Irish dancing is not doesn't pay as much, but it's very expensive to buy the Wellingtons. That's the setback. Where do they want to go next? To England and kick the shit out of my younger brothers. That's probably the next place I want to go to, or Russia, or Albania. Live streaming me kicking the shit out of my brothers. Live stream that. I've already fucking thought about that. Don't worry about that. The cunt. Do I know? I don't really know Frank's. I just know the name. And didn't he name his fucking children Moonbait or Moonchild or something like that? That's the only thing I know about Frank Zappa. Where are you from, Tony? The Chameleons? No, never heard of those, pal. I know Blackpink. I recommend Blackpink. Okay, Cali. That's where Geek's from. Are you safe from the fire? Yeah, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people around the world that don't want to go back to work. And they said something in England that there's a lot of people that work from home, and they're actually more productive. So it looks like, it could be a good thing. But if you've got a restaurant that depended on all these fucking workers near your, to run your business. Oh. Like me, I'd like to think that I'm robust and strong, and I've got O-level blood, Group O, and I'm sure that people that are a lot younger than me, 20s, 30s, and 40s, and that they were really surprised when they fucking died from COVID. Yep, we learnt that in History Geek. We learnt that in history. Oh, really? Okay. It's not the bumming aspect of being a priest then. Yeah, fully vaccinated, that's got to be an even bigger pisser. You're fully vaccinated and you fucking die. Hey? Okay, this is a joke, yeah? Okay. He didn't die from COVID, he died in the car crash. Yeah, try to work on that stand-up routine. Still funny. You've got to wait for someone else to bring it up, though, you know. My friend died after, you know, COVID. You know, very young guy, very, very healthy, you know. And then so when you come in, yeah, well, my mate died after being fully vaccinated. The Queen's been jabbed 3 times. So Prince Charles is getting suspicious because Prince Philip has been dead 3 months. Of course, everyone's hoping that she can make it to 100. All right, Tony, take care, pal. Thanks for dropping in and commenting. I appreciate it. Have you seen this film? You know, Andrew Garfield. He's been nominated for an Oscar. Oh yeah, that's right. In the Second World War, yeah. You know the guy who wrote Rent. So he's playing this guy that wrote Rent, and he got a lot of. The guy that wrote Rent, and it was about his life in New York. But the thing was, this guy was a prostitute. He was a cock-sucking prostitute, and this is how he was getting his money to pay his rent, because he used to suck a lot of cock. And he wrote a musical about it. But if you had a woman that did the same thing, you know, no, you can't, you know, like Kim Kardashian, she sucked one cock, but she became famous and very rich. But normally, you can't get a female prostitute making a load of money because you look on like a fucking dirty slag. But somehow, it's different for men. I think he's a bit of a puff, old Andrew Garfield, but he is a good lad. Oh, you call them rent boys, you know. Who's we? You and your granddad? I've never even heard of a Matador truck car. Yeah, never heard it, geek. Was it English or American? It was probably German hereditary that helped her. I wonder if she had, because the queen is very tiny. She's about 5'2". And I think there's something in America. She was given a speech, and they forgot about her height or something, and they didn't make any alterations for the box that she was standing on or the stage, so you could hardly see her. Württemberger. All right, Tom. I'm collecting money again, Tom. We're going to die. Battery's going to die sometime. Are you sure it's that? That sounds a bit strange, that one. I thought that would have stuck out. Yeah, which, they never taught us much about why we had a fucking German king. Go. Taught us a load of other bollocks. I wish that if once the air gets up here, it starts to go brown. Why is that, geek? Yeah, I should put a comment on. We're glad you left Japan, and I couldn't care a fuck. Of course, the sad news about this is that he's still alive. Yeah, people keep calling me fat man. That could have been a fucking... she should have been called that. Queen Elizabeth. Lilibet Marlena. I am now accepting donations. That's the PayPal account. If anybody wants to make a donation, Geek already did. Rubles are welcome. Can you hear those people now? They're looking at photographs of their kids or their grandkids. Cheers, Tom. I appreciate it, man. I was going to work today, I didn't do anything. What did I do? Well, I stole a bicycle, that was it. A scrap bicycle is now worth 700 yen, can you believe it? The girls are counting up their money. Right guys, the battery's going to die soon, so I'm going to say goodbye. Thanks guys, and I'll see you next time. Maybe tonight if I'm drunk. Oh, I'll have to send me a link to that if you can, Geek, to his new channel. What was it called again? What was his new channel called again? Oh, just do a search for Ryan the Goofy Cunt. Cheers guys, bye. Ryan Lyon, okay.